Hello, America and curling fans from Canada and Newfoundland. This is your host, Ryan Olson, with the latest draw for the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships, coming to you live from Coyotes Curling Club in Tempe, Arizona. We have a men's draw this morning, draw number 5. A Coyotes team in the form of Siggins, and hailing from San Francisco Bay Area Curling, we have the rink of Raju. So these are top teams. Siggins has gone to the national stage several times, and Raju, as a member of Team India, has competed internationally. So he's got some international caps under his head, over his head. Teams have just finished doing their practice and draw shot challenge to see which team is closest to the center of the house. The winner of that determines the shot, the hammer for the first end, last stone first end. And we'll find out in a moment which one it is. I think it looks like it's Raju that has the hammer. Not quite sure though, as the teams are doing one last practice slide, and we're about ready to get underway here. I appreciate doing practice slides. I am not great at doing practice slides. Practice slides, you don't have a stone, which is understandable. So it's actually Siggins that has the hammer. That means they will have the advantage of the last rock, which can be huge. Obviously a difference maker. So into the hack, it looks like it's the lead for Raju, which would be Mikhail Seaman. Going for the guard, I believe. Actually, it just slips into the rings. I think looking to go into a takeout game early. As you see, the lead for Siggins push out of the hack. That is going to be Eric Kowal. So on some of the sheets, you'll see Cole Luska. They traded hits there. So. And teams are probably playing pretty fast this first end, since we're doing a takeout game in this first end. This is going to hit on the outside of the stone. I don't know if the shooter's going to stick around. It does not. So open sheet. So now Siggins could put up a guard if he wants to, and that's what he's going to do. So Eric's shot is away. The green jerseys are sponsored by Pasta Brioni. That was Siggins' restaurant. Siggins has done a kind of a bit of an early retirement. Although Pasta Brioni is still a sponsor of Coyotes Curling. And that guard is excellent, as we see the second for Raju come out of the hack. That's Jason Nee. And it looks like they're drawing into the house. which could be an effort to... Okay, it's a guard. Looks like it's almost on the center line. And so now the second for Siggins, Adam Endicott is going to draw around that corner guard that was put up by Eric. Saying top four. Around the guard really nicely, and now they want to bury it and make sure it gets all the way around, and it goes a little deeper than top four, just above the tee line. Pretty good start for both teams. As Jason gets set. And Jason is going to draw on top of the stone that Endicott just put up. Maybe a light tap if he can, or sit right on top. Looks like it's going to sit on top. I think they wanted to freeze. It's actually going a little heavier. No contact, it appears. Settles into the back 8 foot. Good for a second shot. And as we see, Endicott's second rock here. Again, doing the out-turn counterclockwise rotation. And this is looking to tap out the shot that Jason just put up. Working to push it over. Just a slight tap back, I believe. And that's all they needed. Good shot there from Adam. The third for Raju is in the hat. That's Amar Masalma. He gets pretty low to the ice. And just looking to draw on top of that stone in the back 12 foot. We have 4 dames on the ice. We'll let you guys know what they are in just a moment, as I'm just getting used to these teams. Jotting their names down. They wanted to freeze on that red, and it was a little tight and a little light. And it also effectively protects that shot stone. So Siggins is sitting 2, and Siggins is throwing third rocks. Interesting. I think I've seen him do it before. It's just I'm used to seeing him throw last. And every day is a pleasant surprise when you call curling. So looks like the shot was to split the rings. This is a little, I say a little heavy, but actually the weight's coming off pretty nicely. Going to settle into the back 8 foot area, and that is going to be good for third rock. But does split the rings and does split Raju's focus. Definitely setting up a possible multiple point score. It's fascinating how teams are trading hits back and forth, and then like one empty house allowed Siggins to put up a guard and then really draw play into the rings. It's really kind of fun to see how an end develops. As we see Amar's second ruck. And I think looking to try the draw freeze again. This is a little light, especially as Raju comes out to help sweep. And oh my goodness, it's just a wee bit light. Maybe pulled the string a little bit on that stone. And so now that protects the second shot in addition to the shot stone. It's a couple early misses. I think teams are still trying to get their weight dialed in. Siggins is coming back to talk about the situation. And I guess they have a couple options that they might be looking at. Raju's rocks do a good job of protecting those shot stones. However, Raju can just tap his stones up into a scoring position. And so I think they're maybe looking at coming around to the center. Because also the left side is open too. So Raju has a couple options. And so what do you want to take to make this shot for Raju even harder? And so it looks like they're going to draw around to the center and narrow the scoring area and sit 4. And also if Raju does try to do the raise, there's going to be something there possibly blocking the way. Possibly. It's really hard to guard or protect every possible shot, and that's one of the reasons curling is so much fun. As we see Mike Siggins push out with his second stone with the hammer here in the first end. He's throwing third, so both teams have 2 more rocks to go. This is a little light, and just because the line is a little tight. It does somewhat block the right side up a little bit more, although the stones they're guarding are favoring Raju. So it looks like Raju's going to draw now. And I think that makes sense because he probably wants to get there first and then kind of force Siggins to figure out what to do. So this makes a lot of sense. As P and Raju get set for his first rock without the hammer here in this first end. MoPac morning. We're going to time this stone to see how we can see if we can get a sense of how fast the ice is this morning. He's going for the hits, hit and roll. 944, hit and stitch. That's a good shot. Kind of caught me off guard. I thought they were going to draw. So that looks like it's third shot. But all the stones are kind of in the outer 8 foot. So I think Siggins is going to try the hit and roll that Raju just did. I say Siggins, this is actually Sean Murray throwing the 4th stones. Let's see how his hit and roll weight is. Are they drawing? It looks like they're actually drawing. Weight looks okay. I got 1462, so maybe a smidge on the light side. But they also want to keep the rock a little bit high, so that's why they were not sweeping it. And that was a good draw there from Murray. Looks like it's pretty well buried. And so now Siggins is back to sitting 3. And Raju, I believe, is just going to sit on top of that stone, with Amar holding the broom. think for Raju, he was going to try to force Siggins. I don't know if Raju can get shot with his stone. So Sean's first stone was 14.6 roughly. This one looks like it might be a smidge heavier, almost a full second, 13.56, and taps the shot stone up to the button, and then the shooter is going to roll on top of the yellow on the left. And so this sets up a possible double, and the angles are set up. I don't think there's a jam in the back. So Siggins and Murray could basically throw weight at this and get them both moving. There's a chance it could roll onto the back red at about 4:30 if the house was a clock dial. They are looking at the angles. I mean, it looks like they can take it on. And also, they have a chance to score 4 or 5 here, but they can also just draw for 2. And that seems to be what they're doing here. They foregoing a chance for up to 4, but most likely 3. And that's if they make the double takeout. So I think looking at the risk reward, and the risk does not merit the reward. So they're going to draw for 2. This is going to be Sean Murray's last. The hammer coming here in the first end. And also, this shot has the advantage of the fact that Murray just threw it. So he basically just throws the same type of shot, similar weight. It looks like he might be a little wider out. This looks to be, it looks a little lighter, but the time is 14:20. And so it's got plenty on it, and we'll settle in around the tee line. It looks like just inside of the Raju second stone. And I think Amar agrees. They're taking a look at it, though, to be sure. We might have a measure coming up. So definitely 1 for sure for red. And we are doing a measure on sheet C. And it's time for the most exciting measure in all of sport. As we're going to do the pressure gauge out. Cue the Queen song Under Pressure. Da da da. Sa ba ba. Sa ba da ba da ba. All right. It's the terror of knowing what this shot is all about. I don't know. We're going to watch some people scream and shout, though, at the end of this measure. So there's a measure device on the other end of the sheet. So we are going to see the competition chair from MoPac make its way to the ice. And that's Kevin from Silicon Valley, and I believe he curls out of San Francisco too. So just going to dial up the pressure gauge to see which stone is closest to the center. And because the center is a fixed point, that's how we're able to do it without getting like a ruler involved that you would see in some other sports. Although increasingly some curling clubs are using laser measures, it can be a little faster, although there's some debate about the accuracy. It's just like talking about millimeters here, but that can be the difference, as the difference here was a millimeter or so. It looked red from the outset and turns out to be red. And so that opens up the scoring with 2 for Siggins. They convert the hammer and take a 2-0 lead into the second end. And we'll be back in just a moment as we continue with our coverage of the 2026 Club Playdowns, brought to you by curling.gg. And coverage of this event is being brought to you by DoubleTakeout.com, featuring updated statistics and rankings of the top men's and women's teams from around the world at DoubleTakeout.com. And by Curling.gg, for skips and curlers who love a good game. Curling.gg is your ultimate practice tool. Visit curling.gg to test your skills right now. And by Endgame Curling, bring your curling broom on the road with ease with the Endgame travel handle, which separates into 3 pieces for convenience and fits most carry-on luggage. More information at endgamecurling.com. All right, back to the action here. As Eric drew into the house, again trying to, I think, do a bit of a takeout game, as we see Mikhail deliver. And Mikhail actually owns and operates Curling.gg, and you can see the Curling.gg logo on his jersey. And I know there's at least one other team at this event that has the Curling.gg branding. So I think they may have wanted to put up a corner guard, but this is going to be a little deep. They could have wanted to go into the rings, but as it is, it's a little heavy. It goes through the house, out of play. As Eric Cole is very quick to get set, I think looking to put up a front stone. As coverage of this end is being brought to you by DoubleTakeout.com. Throughout the competitive curling season, proprietor Ken Pomeroy updates the site with the latest results to offer a bevy of information about the top men's and women's teams. You can check out how your team fares against the competition at DoubleTakeout.com. That is a front stone, looks to be second rock, and Raju is asking Mikhail to take it on. Looking for some high heat from Mikhail. And this is over curling, and it flashes by everything, unfortunately. So just 2 early misses from Mikhail. And Raju, I think, is looking for a plan B, as it were. As we see Adam Endicott's first rock. I want to let you guys know what games are on the ice. I'll just go to bondspieler.com because that's where they're at. I have a printout as well, but I can't find the printout. So, looks like Adam drew in. I think he wanted a freeze and turns into more of a tap. As you see Jason get set. So games on the ice, we have a Coyotes clash on both sheets A and B. As we have Tate and Leclerc on sheet A. Let's watch this shot from Jason. Going for a takeout. It's going to get 1. It's going to get 2. No, but he did something better. He gets shot rock out of that. Somewhat buried. So a good shot there from Jason. On sheet B, the other Coyotes clash is Team Campbell taking on Team Slusser. Sheet C is our feature game. You're watching it right now. Sheet D is a contest between Aronson and Meyer. Aronson hails from Coyotes, and Meyer is from San Francisco. So Endicott team wanted to try to peel out that yellow shot stone. Ended up over curling and crashing on the other front stone. So opens things up, but kind of I think I have to count that as a miss. And the sheet B teams are Campbell and Sluicer. So Jason's throwing heat again to I think sit 2 yellows, and that shot is made. So if Raju was looking for a plan B, I'd say he found it. And we are to third stones. We are in a bit of a takeout game, so there is a possible blink happening, but there is that red on the left 12-foot. As Siggins delivers, looking to get both of those yellows moving with the out-turn takeouts. We saw a lot of curl last night. Let's see how the ice is curling today. Looks like it's going to hit, and I don't know if they were going for the double. I think they could have been looking to hit and roll on top, and I think it over curled. If they had like maybe an inch or 2 less curl, it would have been really perfect to sit right on top of that shot yellow, which is 1 yellow right now. As Amar gets set. Looking to split the rings, but this rock is a little heavy, and Sean's going to try to sweep it out, and I think he will get there. It does go through the rings, out of play. So now Siggins is going to hit, and I think maybe roll. If he hits and sticks, that's fine. But I wonder if he wants to roll to the right slightly. He didn't ask for more eyes. Oh, he wants to roll the other way. But there was too much ice on the line. The shooter's going to roll away, but still a good shot. And it is now Siggins sitting just the 1 in the 12-foot. On the left side. And so the broom is down for Amar to just bop it out. They were working to push it over, but now they're just cleaning. And now they're just walking with it. It's going to flash, unfortunately. And so Siggins wastes not a wit to put the broom down to split the rings and force Raju to a possible single. Raju could still get 2 here. I'm keeping a stat sheet, kind of scoring each shot as it goes down the ice. And I noticed that for Sean's last rock, the first and the hammer, I didn't give it a score because I didn't know the outcome of the shot until they did the measure. They did the measure, he got that second point, so that was a 4. This rock is looking pretty good. It is shot. I wonder if they wanted it to curl maybe a foot more to the right to set up a jam possibility. And that looks like something that Raju is going to try to use to get 2 of his own. He wants to hit and roll to the right towards the red in the back. So not a bad draw, just maybe not exactly where they had wanted it. And obviously we're in the warm room, the players are not mic'd up, so I don't know exactly where they want things. Although, just based on where the broom is positioned and how they kind of gesture on the ice, you can kind of tell what shot they're looking for. as Raju gets set for a hit and roll. Going for the clockwise in-turn rotation. Looking for a hit and roll. Nose is okay, but they really want to see it roll. And we're going to see the hits. Not much of a roll. Still a good shot to remove one of the Siggins counting stones. And it is now Raju who is shot. And that red is still hanging out on the edge of the 12-foot as the second stone in the rings. So Murray is getting set, and as he does, I think they want to hit on the outside of the yellow just to completely avoid any jam in the back, because if they jam, it does set up that 2 possibility for Raju. So this is hanging out, but they're going to make contact, and they do jam the red on the back. So they lose the shooter. So mission accomplished, but now that 12 on the edge of the 12-foot is a factor, as if Raju makes it go away, he'll blank the end and carry the hammer to the next end. So last rock, looking for a hit and roll out. Going for the clockwise in-turn rotation, and the rotation is based on how your elbow rotates as you throw the rock. And so he's twisting his elbow inwards, and that's why we call it an in-turn. And if you twist your elbow outward, we call it an out-turn. It's different for, oh no, he flashed. It's different for lefties. Oh my goodness. So that ice did not curl as much as Raju had hoped. Leading to a steal for Team Siggins. They'll take a 3-0 lead into the third end. But Raju will have the hammer when we come back to the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships. So it looks like they're drawing in. Pardon me. I said 4. This is going to be a little bit deeper than 4. It might be a 6-7. Yeah, actually it's a 7. Good shot there from Eric Cowell to open up the end. So. See Mikhail's first rock, I think, looking to put up a corner guard. And a corner guard it shall be. Is it going to slip into the rings? It does not. So with Eric's second stone looking to draw the other side of the rings, split the house, and really kind of force the play into the house. So that shot was pretty good, and looks like we're going to have some cleanup from Mikhail. Or actually they're looking to either put up another corner or draw in, but this is going to be another corner. So we've got 2 corner guards from Mikhail. So Endicott's first, I think looking to draw in, I would guess. Doing some multitasking. And he is drawing in. Let me show you what I'm saying. Got a slight tap, not too bad, and Siggins is sitting 3. So Raju is looking to still generate some offense, but in this case, looking to hit and roll for Jason's first. This like it's a little tight. So they didn't get quite the roll they had wanted, but they do get 2 of the Reds moving. One of them goes away entirely. So that's a good shot there from Jason. So it looks like Siggins is going to try to keep a clean house. Keep a clean sheet. A clean sheet means something different in curling than it does in soccer. But it's also similar. Because a clean sheet in soccer is a shutout. And it's not, you're not really doing a shutout in curling with a clean sheet. You're just actually keeping the surface of the ice clean. So, Endicott hits. It jams on the red in the rings, but the yellow still has enough energy to get pushed out of play. So that was a good shot there from Endicott. So we see Jason's next rock. I think there is 1 sitting stone in the top 12 foot. And so they were looking to draw around it, but this is going to be a little tight, and that's just going to tap the sitting stone up. So Siggins could split the rings, or he could try to pop it out, which I think was what they're trying to do. So Raju could have something cooking here, but I think Siggins is still holding the advantage in this end. As Siggins delivers his first. And sweepers are just walking down. coverage of this end is being brought to you by curling.gg, offering real-world physics simulation, allowing skips and novice curlers alike to test out different curling scenarios at curling.gg. And so Siggins does end up drawing, kind of splitting the rings, ends up in the back 8 foot, and sets up a split house and sitting 2. So it looks like Amar is going to throw a takeout. I was wondering if they would maybe want to draw because they need rocks in play. He is drawing. I just where Raju had the broom kind of threw me off. Yeah, it gets around that front stone and it will be buried really nicely. And that might be shot. So a great shot there from Amar. So right now the scoring situation is Raju sitting 1 and 4, Siggins is sitting 2 and 3. Looks like Siggins is going to draw on top of the stone that Amar just threw. So this looks a little light and might wick off of the yellow in the top 12 foot. Not too bad. Not what they wanted though, I don't think. I think ideally they wanted to be maybe buried in the top 8 foot, out counting that Raju yellow. So right now plays, the scoring stones are in the back of the house. So I think that's making the situation a little complicated for Raju because he could put another stone in, but the question is where do you put another stone? Do you, hit the red now in the back to try to sit 2 and then hopefully create a possibility for 3 or more? Do you make a play on the yellow in the top 12? Or do you put a yellow in the top of the house just to kind of start blocking the draw path? But you can't. I don't think you can really do that. So it looks like Raju is going to make a play on the stones. Maybe hit the yellow back as Amar gets set with his throw. Up weights, in-turn clockwise. This is curling a bunch, but it looks pretty good as it's going to hit the yellow under the red. Pops the yellow to the edge of the 8 foot. The red that it hit goes to the edge of the 12 foot. So it does improve the scoring situation slightly for Raju. Not a bad outcome. I don't know if they wanted to do a takeout. If it was just a... I would say maybe it was a raised takeout. Fairly effective. Doesn't actually take out any stones, but it does improve the situation. So Sean Murray is throwing his first. I think looking to just take out one of these Raju reds. Oh, they're drawing. My apologies. It looks like a heavy draw. I think they're looking to maybe tap and... They were looking to tap the yellow in the back 8, I believe. I don't know if they wanted to tap. The weight wasn't really set up for a tap. But that was a good draw. Got around that front stone. And it looks like Raju is second shot now. Siggins is 1 and 3. Raju is 2, 4. And there's more stones around the range. There's a lot of rocks in play. So that was a good shot there from Sean to be shot out of that draw. And Raju is getting set. And I think he's looking to draw around. I think looking to tap that red back. And this is way so close. Did it over curl? It was a little light. I think that's my first impression. So now I think the force is on with Raju. Well, Siggins is saying 1-3, and Raju saying two, 4 and more, as it were. So it looks like Sean is going to draw the right side of the house, sits 2, and then force Raju to a single. So, did not get a good time on that. So it looks like they will be sitting shots on the right side of the lid or the button. So now I don't think there's really any way for Raju to get multiple points out of this end. So looking to just take one here. Needs to be careful though because he was a little wide with his first shot and his last shot in the last end, and he gave up a steal of 1. So Raju gets set. I think looking to just hit and stick for 1. This is the last rock, third end. It looks like they're cleaning. This looks pretty good. Just a hit and stick. They don't want it to over curl and roll away. It will not. It hits and rolls right on top of the button. So that's a good shot there from Raju for the single points. And gets one back. It's currently 3-1 in favor of Siggins, and Siggins will have the hammer when we come back to the 2026 Club Playdowns, brought to you by curling.gg. We're playing 8 ends of regulation. The games are being timed. You can see the clock in the background of this view. There's a minute between ends. Teams have a chance to take a quick pause, reflect on what the heck just happened. If there's a coach or an alternate player that's on the ice, you can talk to the coach or alternate player. Don't necessarily see the coach in the field necessarily. There's a couple coaches here. And then also teams get 1 timeout per regulation. So teams have 30 minutes to play 8 ends. That's about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. 3 minutes 40 seconds, I guess. And so we are going to take a halftime break after this ends. About 5 minutes. And so you can see teams are doing pretty well on time because you want to have about 15 to 16 minutes remaining after the 4th end, and they're both have plenty of time to get to that point. And so looks like Mikhail put up a centerline guard with his first ruck. And we are playing the no-tick rule, which is an expansion of the 5-rock free guard zone rule. So for the first 5 rocks of the end with the no-tick, if it's on the center line outside of the house, it cannot be dislodged by the opposing team off the line. It doesn't matter if it gets pushed in the house, it has to, it's still being dislodged. So the non-offending team has the choice to either leave the rocks as they're played out, or to remove the offending stone and reset the rocks to the other rocks to where they were originally. So Eric draws into the rings with his first. Looks pretty good as Mikhail gets set for his second stone, which is away. Mikhail has been curling for 7 years. He was a champion at the 2023 and 2024 mixed doubles. Some other experience includes champion at the 23-25 Cal State Games. Was a winner at the 2019 Granite Curling 2 and under. And some other fun things is that he was an ice maker at the 2023 Men's and Women's Nationals and skipped a team in Iceland's Ice Cup in Akureyri. So Mikhail puts up another center line guard. And we see Eric's second stone. That actually is going to tap the guard. And so that is the no-tip rule violation. And Raju is opting to remove the offending rock and resets, which is his prerogative. So that guard did its job, and one of the reasons why we have the no-tick rule is that teams got really good at doing the tick, and it was becoming harder to generate offense, and so they tweaked the rules slightly to generate more rocks in play. So Jason has been curling for 4 years. He was in 4th place last year at the club Playdowns, skipping the team. He was also at the 5 and under national championship at Stiep, and won bronze's lead in the 2022 Arena Nationals. So, Team Siggins did not give me bios this year. Although they did note, I guess collectively, Team Siggins was the 2019 and 2022 club national champions, and took part in the 2022 U.S. Olympic pre-trials, which is fun facts. I know some more fun facts about Siggins and his team. I mentioned before that he used to own Pasta Brioni. And Eric Coel owns, with a partner at Coel Luska, which does bespoke aviation-themed gifts and the like, using, I guess, aviation quality metal and the like. It's pretty fascinating. Coel Luska, as Jason gets set. With the 5 pool over, it looks like Adam Endicott opted to open things up. And I think they were trying to draw around, and this is just coming up a little light with Jason's second stone. Puts up another guard. And Adam Endicott, not only but everyone on Team Siggins, I think, are pretty involved in the Coyotes, but Adam Endicott with his wife, they make a hard eggnog every year called Endinog. And this year it's the 4th year apparently they've done it, or they've had it available. They're calling it Endinog 4. And Adam was trying to peel there and ends up flashing, unfortunately. And so now with three front guards, Raju has an opportunity to steal here. For Amar's first stone. So he's looking to draw around. This is coming up light. Is it going to get in the ring? Okay, so got some gear effect here on the guard. Kind of rotates around the guard and actually gets a little extra swing to the top forefoot. So that was a great shot there from Amar. And Siggins, while skipping, is throwing third stones. And he's looking to clear some of these front stones, these guards. So some peel action coming from the skip. He's going to get one. That's it. Not too bad. And coverage of this end is being brought to you by Endgame Curling. As you see, Amar's second stone head down the ice. Unlock your potential with a curling broom that's right for you. Endgamecurling.com. So looking to put up a front stone. Siggins has the hammer. So that's a pretty good front stone, and Siggins is going to take it on. And they're moving pretty quickly. And that front stone peel is made. So fun fact about Amar before we move on. He's been curling for 12 years. Was skip of the team last year, finishing 4th place at Club Playdowns. Was a quarterfinalist playing lead at the mixed fours last year. And there's some more fun facts that we will hopefully delve into as the game progresses. So 2 of the skip stones now, or the 4th stones, as Sean Murray is not skipping. Looks like Raju is going to put up another front stone or a guard. I think he wants to have more of a guard. I don't think he wants to be in the rings. So as Raju's shot heads down the ice, he Skipped the team. He skipped teams in 2022 and 2024 at this event, finishing in 4th and 5th place in those separate years. He also has experience at the 2025 Mixed Fours Playdowns. He was the champion. Also was a champion at the 2020 5 and Under National Championship. Also won the California Picked Playdowns as skip, and was at the 2017 Arena Nationals, finishing 4th as skip. So he's got a lot of skip experience, both domestically and internationally. Noting that he has 74 caps at international events. 79 international caps. They don't give out caps anymore, but apparently you get a cap for every game that you play. And that guard looks to have been effective, forcing Murray to put the broom, well, forcing Siggins to put the broom for Murray on top of that guard stone. So just 2 of the guards moving. One of the guards might actually roll into the rings. It does, but it's good for 3rd shots. So it does open things up. But Raju is holding a bit of an advantage here with the 1st and 3rd stones. And looks like Raju is looking to try to force as well, and also at least minimize the possibility of Team Siggins from scoring multiple points. So they're looking at maybe hitting the red out and then maybe rolling towards the middle. I think the primary goal is just to get the red out. They were thinking about maybe trying to roll towards the middle, but that might be a little too much fancy Dan for what you need here. Or hot dogging. Insert your sports stunting metaphor here. That was a good clearing shot, though, from Sean Murray. As Raju gets set. Speaking of international play, he has those 79 appearances, including some World Curling Tour events. He's played for India and helped India get to its first World Curling Tour podium finishes in both mixed doubles and men's. And so looking to hit, he is going to do that roll. And oh, that was a beautiful shot there. Let's check out the replay. Including some World Curling Tour events. He's played for India and helped India get to its first World Curling Tour podium finishes in both mixed doubles and men's. And so looking to hit, he is going to do that roll. And oh, that was a beautiful shot there. All right, last rock, facing 3. There's no blank here. Sean Murray needs to score with the last rock, or faces giving up a couple. Maybe a couple. Looking to, I believe, double those yellows out, or maybe just hit and stick on the shot rock yellow. This is Sean Murray, the 4th rock, the 4th, throwing the last rock here in the 4th end. Looking for a double, looking to hit and stick. Gets them both moving and sticks around 4 shots. Siggins didn't wait for that stone to go away. I'm going to call that a double takeout, brought to you by doubletakeout.com. The 4th rock, the 4th, throwing the last rock here in the 4th end. Looking for a double, looking to hit and stick. Gets them both moving and sticks around 4 shots. So that's a single for Team Siggins. As we head into the 4th end break, the score is Team Siggins 4, Team Raju 1. Been a pretty exciting game so far. We're going to take a pause in the action, though, and we'll be right back. We'll go around the rings in just a moment when we do. But until then, just a thankful, give our thanks to our sponsors, including doubletakeout.com. Throughout the competitive curling season, proprietor Ken Pomeroy updates the site with statistics and information about the top men's and women's teams from around the world. Doubletakeout.com. And by curling.gg, the only platform where you can take your shot, watch it execute with accurate physics, undo and try again until it's perfect. Curling.gg. And by Endgame Curling, manufacturers of the Endgame Icon and the Endgame Origin Broom, featuring eco-friendly fabric replacement, innovative lock and sliding position, adjustable pivot resistance, large radius sliding bar, and a quick disconnect broom head. More information at endgamecurling.com. Pause in the action. We'll be right back in about 4 minutes as we continue with our coverage of the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships.
I was careful to ask how Mike wanted me to throw that out. I think normally just stays.
All right, as the teams get back on the ice, let's go around the rings, let you guys know what's happening on the other sheets. We are keeping track of all the games on bonspiele.com, as well as streaming our feature game on MoPac.com. So the MoPac YouTube channel, as well as the Coyotes Curling Club channel on YouTube. It's been a crazy morning. I had to do some work for my day job and then start this event. I am definitely working to make sure I'm giving you my best. So Eric is throwing the first rock here. I think looking to draw in the rings, it's been a pretty common practice. This might be a smidge heavy, but it's going to stick around in the back of the rings. So going around the rings, we have Team Tate and Team LeClaire, both of Coyotes, in a clash, a Coyotes clash on sheet A. Currently, it's LeClaire up 3-2 over Tate. Those are top teams in Coyotes. As Mikhail Simon makes his first shot of this end for Raju. Sheet B is another Coyotes clash. As we have Team Campbell taking on Team Slusher. And currently it's Team Slusher up 5-1 over Team Campbell. And then on sheet D, as Mikhail was able to put up that corner guard. Sheet D, we have Team Aronson of Coyotes holding a 6-5 advantage over Team Meyer from San Francisco Bay Area. So some pretty exciting scores all around the ice. Again, we're keeping track of scores at Bonspieler, and streaming is available on our MoPac channel as well as on the Coyotes Curling YouTube channel. So, second shot from Eric turns out to be a guard. That looks really good. Really protecting that shot stone in the back 12-foot. As Mikhail gets set for a second. I think looking to draw around all that noise on the left side. New paths, I think they might be a little worried about the ice speed on that side. Yeah, that seems like a prudent call. Needed to make sure it got around those guards, and it did, and now it's been settled in, buried on the tee line on the outside 4-foot. That was a great shot there from Mikhail. So, with a decent number of guards in play, Adam Ennicott's being asked to do some cleanup. This looks like it's going to run the red back onto the yellow. Goodness gracious, that was a great shot. Let's check out the replay of that. So, decent number of guards in play, Adam Ennicott's being asked to do some cleanup. This looks like it's going to run the red back onto the yellow. Goodness gracious, that was a great shot. Let's check out the replay. So Siggins is sitting 1 buried now. Jason Nee is, I think, looking to draw on top. Raju does have the hammer this end. Doesn't quite get to where I think they wanted to. I think they wanted to outcount that redstone corner frozen, so I think that would be a miss. It's still buried though, so the broom is down for Adam to do the takeout. His first shot was beautiful. So looking to peel the guard. Ooh, not peel the guard. Okay, that was a miss, unfortunately, from Endicott. As it ran his own red on top of the yellow and it jammed. So the red shot rock went away, and now it's Raju sitting shot in a pretty open house. So I've been keeping track of the shots and whether I think they made the shot or not. Just kind of maybe start recapping that as we go along. Adam Endicott, he started off throwing draws, and then after the middle of the third end, he's thrown all takeouts as Jason delivers his second stone. Adams mostly made the shots, except for when he's throwing takeouts and he misses. Obviously, it's a miss. So he's had about 3 misses out of his 10 shots so far. So I'd say that's probably about 65% efficiency. And then Jason drew, I don't know if he crashed on the guard. So I think they were trying to draw around, and it did tick the guard. And so Mike Siggins' first stone clears the guard, one of the guards. So Jason, before we move on to the thirds, Jason has thrown mostly draws. After 10 shots, he's thrown about 70% draws and then 30% takeouts. And he's been pretty effective. He's had 1 outright miss, then a couple near misses. I'd probably say he's about 70%. Just doing some guesstimating math in my head. Guesstimations. As you see, Amar's first rock. Looking to draw around the guard that knee left. And that's going to settle in on the tee line. That was a great shot there from Amar. So Amar has thrown roughly 80%, 85% draws. He had a couple early misses, but I think as he's gotten warmed up, he's definitely started to make a lot more of his shots. So he had 3 outright misses in the first 2 ends, but since then he's been pretty close to perfect. He had like 1 50-50 shot. So pretty good from him. And also in terms of the handle, he's thrown almost 80% in-turn clockwise rotation. So this is Siggins' second stone. And looking to hit. Oh, they were hoping for him to make the double. So in off. I'd say that's about 50% because they really wanted it to roll on top of the other stone. So for Mike, after 10 shots, he's thrown about 60% takeouts, 40% draws. And no outright misses, a couple close to misses. And then in the past 2 ends, he's thrown takeouts. So he's thrown peels, actually, and he's made most of them. That hit and roll was a so-so shot. And he's also thrown a lot of in-turns in the past 3 ends. So Amar's net stone ends up to be more of a front stone in front of the shot rock on the top of the house. The shot stone's on the tee line. So there's a couple things that Siggins can do. I don't think they want to try to peel those yellows on the right. Although they could. I think they could also just try to narrow the scoring area to make it that much harder for Raju to score. they do have one more shot after this, as we are to fourth stones. So they are looking to do some cleanup. Seeing some pepper coming from Sean Murray. Going to get one of the yellows, just them both moving. And that is going to be a double takeout brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Seeing some pepper coming from Sean Murray. Going to get one of the yellows, just them both moving. And that is going to be a double takeout brought to you by doubletakeout.com. So now Raju is sitting one open on the tee line, just below the tee line. So Raju is looking to get 2 points here if he can. So I'm looking to draw, put a stone, I think looking top 4 foot, top 8 foot. I would lean more towards the 8 foot, just to have some separation. So looking to draw, looking for about 4 feet of curl, I would say. Actually, going to see more than 4 feet of curl. I think they're trying to draw around those guards that red has. And that's pretty close to, I think that's exactly where Raju wanted it. So good shot for Raju. So Sean Murray has thrown one more draw than a hit. So close to 50-50. He's been on fire. Looks like he's made almost all of his shots. He had a slightly less than perfect shot in the second end. But that's been it. As Murray gets set for his last rock here, without the hammer in the fifth end. And I think they're just going to be willing to give up 2 here. They need to make sure it makes contact, though. It does. So giving up 2 likely is Murray and Team Siggins. I was thinking they could have hit and rolled under. But I think the primary goal is just to make one of those yellows go away, and the mission was accomplished. And now Raju has a draw for 2. It's a totally wide open house. All he needs to do is touch paint to score that second point. And this is the last rock. The hammer coming from Raju, who's throwing a draw, and with that shot he has thrown roughly 50-50 draws to takeouts. And this looks pretty good. It's going to sit down right near the tee line. And that's 2 for Raju. So brings the game closer, a 4-3, currently in favor of Siggins, and Siggins will have the hammer when we come back to the 2026 Club Playdowns, brought to you by curling.gg. We've got a lot of great games on tap today. We have a quadruple header today and tomorrow to help round out pool play here at the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships. Just to let you guys know what other games we have on tap. On 12:30 or at 12:30 today, our featured game is going to be Team Juilliard taking out Team McDonald. And then we have other games coming up at 4:30 and 8 p.m. tonight. All times Mountain. Check your local listings for details. So a quadruple header today, quadruple header tomorrow, and that's all going to lead up to Championship Sunday, where we have our semifinal game at 8:20, let's say, and then our final at about 12:20. So lots of action, and then as we get closer to the end of pool play, we'll start looking at playoff scenarios to see which teams might be going on and which teams are going home. Everyone goes home eventually, but some teams will stick around. They'll go on to the national championship. This rock from Eric is just a little heavy, and it's going to go through the rings out of play. And so Eric has he threw one takeout, and then since then he's thrown all the draws. And he's been pretty effective. He had a miss in the fourth end and a miss here in the sixth end, but otherwise he's made his shots. So Mikhail Simon has to draw around. It is a little exposed. And Eric's second shot is coming down the way. Just going to tap the yellow to the back 12 foot, and the shooter goes away. As Jason Nee delivers. Coverage of this end is being brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Fans of the top men's and women's teams from around the world can find their team and see how they stack up against the competition, either in their favorite country or against the field at doubletakeout.com. Jason shots, looking to draw around that guard that's been there since the first stone. Doesn't quite get around. So Adam Endicott is going to throw some heat, made to make one of these stones go away. And indeed, one of the yellows does say sayonara. So Jason is being asked to throw a takeout of his own. This is looking pretty good. I think this does stay in the house. So that is 2 yellows now for Team Raju. Good takeout there from Jason. Especially since it seemed possible they could have rolled out of the house. They could try to take the double on. Listen to hit and roll. As the broom is down for endicott seconds. You need to make sure it stays on line. They're hoping for a little bit of a roll. And they're going to do the hits. A little bit more roll than they had planned. But it's enough to jam and get the double takeout. You need to make sure it stays on line. They're hoping for a little bit of a roll. And they're going to do the hits. A little bit more roll than they had planned. But it's enough to jam and get the double takeout. And that double takeout was brought to you by doubletakeout.com. As you see, Amar's first stone head down the ice. Looking to tap out that Siggins red on the wing. Looks like it will hit a slight roll. Pretty good there from Omar and Salma. So looking to trade hits back and forth. Could be a blank here in the offing as we see Mike Siggins get sets. He's got the toque on. One thing I think I know about Siggins is that he tends to be a little cold on the ice, body temperature wise. And so I've definitely seen him wear the heated jacket before. Does the hit, it's going to roll to the back of the house, out of play. So shot made, unfortunate not being able to stick the shooter. So I've seen Siggins on the ice with the battery-powered heated jackets, and those look pretty nice, although I tend to run hot and I don't need a heated jacket. But I can definitely see the advantage of it. As Amar gets set for his second. Looking to just draw around that center guard that Raju has. And this is pretty good, going for the out-turn counterclockwise rotation. Good weight. And it does get about 40% buried, so Murray has the broom down for Siggins to throw up heel. So looking to peel the guard, and that shot is made. As you can see. So we are to skip in fourth stones, and Raju, without the hammer, is really kind of keeping an open sheet and maybe has a chance to steal. As he pushes out from the hack, looking to do the outturn draw to, I believe, the top of the house. I would think like top 12 would be a good goal. This is carrying a little bit, so they're getting ready to sweep it back to the back of the house, and settles in the back 12 foot. So good outcome though. A little heavier than I think maybe Raju wanted. So with two Raju yellows in the rings, Murray is going to take on the double. Maybe go for at least one. He gets super low to the eyes. So he's going to get one, he's going to get both moving, and they both get out of the ring. So that is a double takeout brought to you by doubletakeout.com. So he's going to get one, he's going to get both moving, and they both get out of the ring. So that is a double takeout brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Back to the main action here, where we see Raju throwing his last rock, looking to, I think, just take out the Siggins red that's on the button, and either be content to give up one or set up a blank. So that shot is made by Raju. So going for a blank here is Sean Murray with the fourth rocks. Looking for a peel. Looking for the peel and the blank. And that shot is made. No score here in the sixth end. Siggins will carry the hammer to the seventh end. And we'll cover that next when we return to our ongoing coverage of the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships. rocks in play. We are underway here in the 7th end, where Mikhail is putting up a center guard. This might touch the top of the rings. It does. So that gives Siggins a chance to bop it out. Looks like they want to try to hit and roll. So that hit was made, but it looks like they lost a shooter. As you see, Mikhail's second stone. And this is another crack at the guard. And that shot looks a lot better in terms of making sure it's actually a guard. So Eric's second stone here is looks like to be a draw round. Weightless, a little light as Siggins is coming up to help sweep to make sure it gets to where it needs to go. I think they were hoping to be full 8 foot, and it turns out to just be a full 12 foot. So Jason Nee is in the hack, looking to hit and roll. It's like a really smooth release. I say smooth a lot, but it's true. Looking to hit and roll under the guard. Going to hit a slight roll, and is it going to get covered? Not really. It was close. But it does get rid of the shot stone. And with that, the 5 rock rule is over, so they're looking to peel the guard with Adam Endicott's first. And that guard is peeled, and the shooter rolls to a center guard position at the very fringe of the sheets. So Jason is being asked to put up a front stone, a guard. As coverage of this end is being brought to you by curling.gg. Next time you're confused on ice, take a photo, recreate it on curling.gg, and try multiple outcomes. It's the only platform that lets you take a shot, undo, and try again. Curling.gg. And that might be a shot that Jason Nee would like to undo and try again. That stone ended up hogging, unfortunately. So that is a negative result. And it allows Endicott to take out the shot stone in the rings with his next stone. Murray is sweeping the heck out of that to hold the line. He does. The shot's made. Siggins stops these stones a little earlier than I would like. I don't know if that's ever been an issue for him. I usually like to make sure it's like obviously going out. But both Siggins and Raju are seasoned hands at this, and so I think they know what's what. This is Amar's first rock, looking to, I think, this is also coming up light. This is the second light stone in a row for Raju's rink. This one does get over the hog line, but that was a very near thing. My goodness. I don't know if they wanted the guard. And Murray and Siggins don't really care for the high guard. So, well, they're taking a look at the situation in the house. As you can see Siggins head down the ice. Siggins is sitting 1 right now in the rings. They're looking to see how they can capitalize on the slight advantage they have in this end. I think they were looking at drawing around. That's actually where Sean has the broom down for, is the draw to the left from this head-on view. So they want to be sitting 2 after this. And this is Mike Siggins' first, going for the outturn counterclockwise draw to the right tee line, I believe, in the 8-foot, 12-foot zone. The sweepers were cleaning. This ends up in the full 12-foot. They are level to each other, the first and second stones in the house, which is a great place for it. And I would think that might be where they wanted it. I may have guessed wrong where they wanted it, because it's going to be super hard for Raju to do the double takeout. So it looks like Raju's asking Amar to tap and roll. So tap the outer red rock and roll towards the center under the cover of the shot stone and the super high guard. So it looks like they're going to make contacts. The question is, where is it going to roll? And it's going to roll through the house out of play. That's where it rolls. So they could have tried that draw again, but now they're going to do the peel. As Siggins is in the hack. Sean Murray has the broom down. Looking to do some cleanup. And that shot is made. So we are to, as the kids say, skip stones. Although it's also fourth stones, as Sean Murray throws fourth for Siggins. Okay. So it looks like we might be going to a blank here, as the broom is down for taking out the shot stone in the top of the house. Going for the out turn counterclockwise rotation. They do want to stick around, and they do. So both teams are going to trade hits back and forth, headed for a likely blank. So while Sean gets set, let's go around the rings real quick, because kind of know what the shots are going to be. So looking for the takeout, looking for a little roll, I believe. Ideally they want to stick around, but they are not. So now Raju has a chance to put the rock anywhere and try to make it a tricky shot for Murray and Team Siggins for his last. So on sheet A, we have the contest between Team LeClaire and Team Tate. Both teams from Coyotes. LeClaire is holding a 6-2 lead. We have a winner on sheet B, whereas Team Slusser, the 7-1 winner over Team Campbell from Coyotes. Both teams from Coyotes. And then on sheet D, we have these are all men's games. We have a contest between Team Aronson from Coyotes and Team Meyer from San Francisco Bay Area. They're all square at 7 after 6. So this draw here from Raju. Looking to get undercover if they can. They wanted to stick around, make it harder for Murray to blank the end, but that shot is heavy, goes through the rings, out of play. So Murray has a free look at a line. They don't want to stop in the house, so he's basically going to throw heat at a line, just to kind of get a sense of how the ice is reacting down a certain path, but otherwise blank the end. Carry the hammer to the all-important final end of the contest. So last rock the hammer coming from the fourth for Team Siggins. Sean Murray just looking to blank the end. And by the way, if you're keeping score at home, throw-throughs don't count for statistics. So carrying the blank to, well, the hammer to the 8th end is a blank. Siggins is holding on to a 1-point lead. And we'll see what happens when we come back to Coyotes curling for the last end of the 2026 Club Playdowns for this Friday morning draw. And we're back to the final end of our morning draw here at the 2026 doubletakeout.com MoPac Championships. And as we see Mikhail's first rock underway without the hammer here in this 8th end. Siggins holding on to a 1-point lead. And that is a tight center guard. I don't think you could do that any better if you went up to the stone and just placed it by hand. So Eric Kowal is being asked to draw a round. So this draw round looks really nice. Going to settle in the back 8 foot. Really buried. Good shot there from Eric. So lots of action still to go here at the Club Playdowns, brought to you by curling.gg. Coming up at 12:30, we have our featured game between Team Juilliard taking on Team McDonald. Both teams are from Coyotes, I'm fairly sure. Michaela was putting up another guard, but this is coming up a little light, especially as Raju jumps up to help. Looks like it's going to get over that hog line, but that is a high guard. So it does give Siggins a chance to, I think, draw around. I think they wanted to make sure that it's on the center line. And hard to tell. So I don't think it's on the hog line, or the center line, because Siggins has asked Kowal to peel, and Raj is going to try to sweep it out. It looks like it's going to go out of play, so that is a 5 rock rule violation. So unfortunately that's a miss there for Kowal. The guard goes back for Raju. And I think it made sense for Siggins to have played that shot, because he could try to put another rock in the rings, but he wants to keep a pretty open house to make it harder for Raju to try to steal the end. And if Raju were to steal the end and tie the game, we would go to an extra end, where teams get a little extra, a lot of time, and they also get an additional timeout. Teams are doing well on time, by the way. Both have around 5 minutes. And so with that miss by Eric, it allows Jason Nee to draw around. And this looks pretty good. It's going to end up actually maybe going a little deeper than they had wanted. But it's good for shots. So Adam Endicott is looking to take out that guard now with the 5 rock rule over. And he gets both guards moving. One guard goes out of play, as does the second. That is a double takeout brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Over. And he gets both guards moving. One guard goes out of play, as does the second. That is. We're back with Jason's second stone, looking to draw around the high guard. So looking to draw around the guard. This is very similar to Jason's first rock. And that ends up in the top 8 foot. So Raju is sitting 1 and 3, while Siggins has the second stone in the house.
Go to Bondsmueller and click the MoPac.
So looking to peel the guard. Their own guard. That shot is made. Coverage of this end is being brought to you by End Game Travel Handle. Elevate your game with the 3-piece travel handle featuring a full carbon fiber handle engineered for convenience and fits most carry-on luggage. EndGameCurling.com. So this is Amar's first rock, looking to put another one into the rings. Actually, no, a front stone guard. Apologies. So looking at our schedule for the rest of the day, our featured games include at 12:30 p.m. Juilliard versus McDonald's. At 4:30 p.m. we have Team Keeling from Coyotes taking on Team Aces from Silicon Valley. And then our MoPac After Dark game at around 8 will feature Team Walsh taking on Team Thangadurai. And I think Walsh and Thangadurai are both from the Bay Area. And that is correct. They're both from San Francisco Bay Area curling. So we are to the third stones solidly. That guard was made by Amar. So Siggins is going to peel the guard, maybe get a little lucky with the run back. But the peel is the most important thing, and that peel has been made. So I think Amar's just going to throw another guard as the broom is down fairly quickly for Amar. Just looking to put that guard back up. Seeing about 3.5 feet of curl, I would say, as Amar's rock is away. So this is light and under curls a little bit. They were working their heck out to just make it get over to just off the center line. Raju putting the final polish on that rock. Ends up being pretty good though. Just a little high. So Siggins and Murray, they could do the safe shot is just to take out the guard. You could try to make a play on the rocks in the reins. They are calling their timeout. The clock has been called. So we're going to do what I like to call, let's see if we can hear what they're saying. The answer is usually no.
Just get it out. This one is much better.
Heard a little bit about what they were saying. Still kind of tricky. So it looks like I think they're opting to make a play on the stone in the top of the house. I was saying that may not accomplish as much as one would hope. It might not be the best outcome shot necessarily, but it could set something up later in the end. Because it also helps Siggins establish control at the front of the house. As Siggins' last shot as third is away, looking to peel the rock in the top 12 foot. That shot is made, and the shooter's going to roll out of the house. I guess the other thing to keep in mind is that Siggins has a 1 point buffer. Ideally, you don't want to go to the extra end, but you could go to the extra end. And so they could be trying to set up for the win by keeping the front open, and that could be part of the thinking process. They could have peeled the guard one more time, but they still had that rock in the front 12 foot to contend with, and it does make sense to deal with it now as opposed to later, as Raju would have more opportunities to try to jump up the front of the house. So now for Raju, looking at the situation for Raju, they are sitting shot and they're looking to, take advantage to possibly steal a single, maybe 2 points here. They definitely have a lot of momentum and really some opportunities to try to really capitalize on the setup currently in the house. So they're looking to draw. Still seeing about 3.5 feet of curl, I'd say. As Raju gets sets. This is the first of his 2 skip stones without the hammer here in the 8th and final end of regulation. Sweepers jump on it early. It's a little light to me, and this is going to be more of a guard. I thought they wanted it in the rings. And, okay, it's going to be in the rings. Just the very top. I think it was looking more like top 8. But I think they're going to try the peel again. That was a 15-22, which sounds about right. So, skip stones, 4th stones. Murray is opting to draw in now. So, Raju's rock was 1522. We should see probably about 1470, I would say, for about T-line weight. As John Murray's shot is away. Sweepers are cleaning now. 1393, so this might be a little heavier than I would think, but it's good to tap the yellow bat. They had backing. So that worked out for Murray. They are shot, but they're in the back of the house. And so Raju, this is, I think, an interesting situation for Raju, because Raju could just draw and sit on top of the red and be shot. And then it narrows the scoring area, but Murray just draws again and gets the win. So Raju is set. So I think still about 14-5. I mean, they have the backing. Raju needs to be in scoring position to keep the game going. And it's a little wide. It's going to not curl up enough. And that's a single point and handshakes for both teams. As Team Siggins takes a 1 point, 8th end, and the 5-3 win. That was a really close game. Both teams were really in it. There's some slight misses. I think that Team Raju faced that made it harder to convert the hammer when they needed to. But a really exciting game. All the games we've seen so far have been really, really good, it's awesome. I love being here and showcasing these great curling teams from around our region. And we definitely hope that you'll be back for our mid-game draw as part of our Friday quadruple header, TGI Friday Curling, as you might say. Our Friday 12:30 game is going to be Juilliard taking on McDonald in the women's pool, 12:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Other times tonight, hopefully you'll come back for our night draws at 4:30 and 8 p.m. Got some MoPac After Dark dialed up. So until then, we're going to say thanks again to our sponsors who are helping to make these broadcasts possible, including doubletakeout.com, offering stats and information about the top men's and women's teams from around the world. See how your favorite team stats up against the rest, doubletakeout.com. And by curling.gg. Test your stip skills against your friends online at curling.gg. Free curling online platform with real physics simulation. And by Endgame Curling. Unlock your potential with the curling broom that's right for you. Endgamecurling.com. All right, so I guess we'll do one more trip around the rings before we sign off. 2 games are still on the ice, and we'll update those real quick. So on sheet A, 8th end action between Team Leclerc and Team Tate, both teams from Coyotes. Leclerc is holding a 6-3 lead. And it looks like they are just about to do skip stones over on A. On sheet D, it's a 1-point game. Team Meyer is up 8-7 over Team Aronson. Aronson has the hammer. I guess fun fact about the Leclerc-Tate game, Leclerc has the lead and they also have the hammer. Games that have just wrapped up, we have Team Siggins, as we just noted, the 5-3 winners over Team Raju. And Team Slusher was the 7-1 winner over Team Campbell. That was a Coyotes clash. So at this point, we're just going to sign off. I definitely appreciate everyone's time. We hope you'll join us in just about an hour's time for the next game. That is McDonald. Is it McDonald? Yes, Juilliard taking on McDonald at 12:30. So until then, on behalf of all of us here at MoPac, Coyotes Curling, and with a deep thanks to our sponsors, this has been your host, Ryan Olson, saying good afternoon and good curling.